Championship. Mistress Belmont.
Oh, boy.
Uncle Eddie for all the marbles as we get you back up to the ring.
Oh, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. And it is for the APW Women's Championship.
Looking well and looking ready to do battle with that no good, low down, creepy Uncle Eddie.
Do us all,
ladies and gentlemen.
Do us
nice
all
to see you. Best of luck to you.
Do us all a favor and get rid of this clown, okay?
It's going down tonight. I'm going to get Uncle Eddie in half.
She's gonna break Uncle Eddie in half. Surprisingly, you and I are on the same page when it comes to how we feel about
I don't
Edwin
beat up
Hunt
girls.
Jr.
I don't beat up girls. I don't get involved myself in anybody that beats up girls. Okay?
Yeah, it's okay. I understand. I've known you a long time. You've been a sneaky, underhanded
Oh, I'm a snake in the grass.
snake in the
Oh,
grass.
yeah, no doubt about it.
But when it comes to certain things, you are hands off. I'll give you credit for that. I still think you lost that $1,000 body slam challenge about a dozen times. I'd just like to say that.
Well, you know, that's neither here nor there, Brian Webster, but you and I both know it was a peel.
This crowd clearly on the side of Mistress Belmont. As the music plays for Uncle Eddie, it was Commissioner Mark Green who said, all right, Uncle Eddie, you said you're part of the first family. You're going to defend the women's championship. Oh, and look at that singlet, will you?
He's quite an athlete, isn't he?
And I think he's going to wrestle in those glow-in-the-dark sneakers. Look at that ring get-up, will you?
I don't even know what to say.
He looks like 200 pounds of sausage in a 40-pound bag.
That's a pretty apt description.
Oh, my goodness. That two-stepping, two-timing, dirty dog, creepy Uncle Eddie about to put it all on the line here. I wonder if that's the same singlet he wrestled Charlie Crocker in back in the 8th grade.
I don't think that singlet
about
fits
35
anymore.
years ago, for crying out loud.
Get rid of him. It's a clown. He doesn't belong in the ring with you.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. It is for the APW Women's Championship. Your referee for this contest is Red Rocher. Introducing first the challenger, standing to my right, from Portland, Maine, Mistress Belmont. And her opponent, standing to my left, from the First Family compound, he is the APW Women's Champion, Uncle Eddie.
The APW Women's Champion, Uncle Eddie, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't even know how those words come out of your mouth. It's a
You
disgrace.
heard it here first. Referee Red Rocher showing what this one is all about. Some last-minute instructions as well. And this one, Big Woody, this one, fans, will be underway.
I gotta tell you, I really think this guy thinks he can beat Belmont.
First he said he wasn't going to have to wrestle. Then he said he could wrestle. He said he beat up a ring announcer in 2011 or 2012. Then he said he beat up Charlie Crocker in the 8th grade, and Charlie Crocker, I guess, was a foot taller and 50 pounds heavier. I don't know about Uncle Eddie's wrestling prowess. We do know he has been training with Davienne, his other niece, for this matchup. I certainly hope that Mistress Belmont does not take Uncle Eddie too lightly. I'm sure she won't. I'm sure she has trained hard for this as well.
How could she not take him lightly? I mean, other than the fact that he's a man, you know. He's getting frustrated very early, Brian Webster.
Mistress Belmont.
And that's a mistake.
That's not going to serve him well.
I was just going to say, look, if you're going to do this thing, you can't be frustrated. You got to expect with her wrestling ability, she's going to get the upper hand on you early. But you can, if you can maintain for a few minutes and use your strength, because he's got to be as strong, if not stronger than her.
Whoa,
he's got to be just because of the fact that he's a man.
Look out! Yeah, and she said she was going to take out the trash, and she unceremoniously dumps Uncle Eddie to the outside. And some of the fans at ringside trying to direct Uncle Eddie back into the ring where the action belongs.
If I'm Belmont, I'm grabbing him by the hair and pulling him right back in. Because the longer you give him time out there, the less frustrated he's going to be, and the more apt he is to be able to mount an attack, Brian Webster.
Uncle Eddie always said that the late, great Angelo Savoldi liked him best. Angelo Savoldi couldn't stand Uncle Eddie, and he didn't like his fried clams either, and that's a fact.
Oh, I don't. You would know that better than I would. I can't say I had a whole lot of dealings with Mr. Savoldi, who was a great guy, by the way, from what I understand.
One of the classiest men ever in professional wrestling.
What would you rate like him and I?
Unlike that moron, Uncle Eddie.
Where would you rate like him and I in the class meter, you know?
On the class meter, I'd put him at out of a 1 to 10, I'd put him at a 10, and I'd put you at a minus 5,000.
Well, that's really nice of you, Brian. Now that hurts. Of course, if that was coming from somebody I had any respect for at all, it might bother me. But since it's
Uncle Eddie snapping the throat of Mistress Belmont right across that top row.
That's what I'm talking about, Brian Webster, is she gave him too much time. She can't give him time to think because he doesn't know how to work, he doesn't know how to wrestle. She does. She's got to be on him, making him do things. Because the more he does, the more mistakes he's going to make. That's what I call analysis.
2 successful maneuvers, and Uncle Eddie already getting cocky here. And he missed.
She's got to force the pace right here, Brian Webster.
Look at those well-placed shots right into the midsection of Uncle Eddie. Uh-oh. Oh, my. Oh, there's Davienne. Hold on a second here.
She's not supposed to be out here.
Davienne has no business out here. And Mistress Belmont took her eye off the ball here. Clothesline. What a shot by Uncle Eddie.
You know what? I got to give him credit. That was a good clothesline.
Davienne, a difference maker here. We called her dangerous. We called her diabolical. And she's certainly doing some damage in helping Uncle Eddie. Sloppy cover by the women's champion, and Belmont kicks out. Belmont now has to keep an eye on Davienne. In the meanwhile, she's got to pay attention to Uncle Eddie. He may not be able to wrestle, but he's just as dangerous inside that squared circle.
Well, particularly when he's got a distraction, the caliber of Davienne.
Look at this. Uncle Eddie with Mistress Belmont. Yeah, he's a real tough guy. Sure. Oh, no, and a slam with authority. And this crowd certainly not in favor of Uncle Eddie. Impressive body slam moments ago. I gotta hand it
You gotta
to
give him credit. He held her up there for a minute. No place to go but down. Davian imploring him to finish her
Oh,
off.
and now look at, who does he think he is now? Hulk Hogan, for crying out loud. Look out, steps over Mistress Belmont, steps over her again. Oh! Look at that!
What is she doing?
Davian just tripped up Uncle Eddie. Davian tripped up Uncle Eddie. Oh, look at this! Cobra clutch! She's got the Cobra
He's got
clutch
him
on
cinched
Uncle
in.
Eddie!
He's reaching for Davian. He's reaching for help.
And look
he's
at
got
this. No! Davian says no! She turned her back on family! She turned her back! He's down!
He's
Uncle
in
Eddie's
trouble.
down! He's weakening
finished.
by the moment!
He's tapped out.
He tapped!
Eddie
Ladies
tapped
and
out to
gentlemen,
Mistress
your winner
Belmont.
by submission and the new APW Women's Champion, Mistress Belmont!
Mistress Belmont victorious with that submission maneuver! And she's the brand new two-time APW Women's Champion! Congratulations to the Mistress of Pain, Mistress Belmont, courtesy of the interference of all people by Davian. Not taking anything away from Mistress Belmont. She certainly won fair and square and deserves that championship. But what's the story here with Davian turning against family?
Wow, they're not getting along at all.
There is a good look at the champion, Mistress Belmont.
And you earned it. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Hard-fought victory. Glad to see
Your
the
brother's
title
an egg-sucking
right
dog,
where
but
it
you're
belongs.
okay.
Wow, what a cheap shot.
What? I told her she was okay.
And look at this here. And Davian telling Mistress Belmont, I'm going to come after that belt. Perhaps that was the MO of Davian all along. She knows she wouldn't get a women's title shot while she was a oh, look at that.
One thing's for
Oh,
sure.
look at that shove off right there. Kick by Mistress Belmont.
If Davian has proven anything, then she can't be trusted.
Perhaps Davian thought that the only way she'd get a title shot is if Mistress Belmont became the champion.
That could
because
be.
she knows she'd never get one of that against that creepy Uncle Eddie, who has lost some dignity as well as the APW
I was going to say,
Women's
he's
Championship.
lost some hardware as well, Brian Webster.
And Davian not having anything to do with Uncle Eddie either, Big Woody. Wow, I think Davian has disowned Uncle Eddie and the First Family. What do you think about that?
I think that Davian can't be trusted, but I don't really care what happens to him, to be perfectly honest with you.
We've got some great title matches.